22 riders, and each and every one of them can win the race. Believe me, they can win the race. And sometimes you can have 10 riders right up to the finishing line, side by side.
Okay, there is the circuit. We did a flying lap for you before. It's just on the North Circuit here at Sepang. It's 2.87 kilometers in length. Slightly cool. It's not got the heat of the day. So these guys got the best racing conditions. Ahmed Fazli Sham on pole. Muhammad and Shaiful Isman in 2 and 3. Onto the second row of the grid, Harmy.
Second row is Norisman Ismail, 5th on the grid. Ahmad Fazli Sham with Fernando Herdian, 6th on the grid.
Keep an eye out for Gupita Krishna, who's in the green livery. He's on the third row of the grid. Will start 7th quickest alongside Hoki Kristianto and Eli Isliansa Elias. So 2 Indonesians and Malaysian on the third row of the grid.
And then we have Anggi Permana Putra, 10 on the grid. 11 on the grid is Muhammad Rozaiman Said. 12th on the grid, Muhammad Afendi Rosli from Malaysia.
And then just further down, this is where the guys will be frustrated. You talk Rozaiman in 11th, but Sasi will start 13, Naoki Takahashi 14, and Adib Rosli from Malaysia 15.
And 16 on the grid, we have from Indonesia, Florianus Roy Prian, and 17 on the grid from Malaysia, Ahmad Syukran Aizat, and 18 on the grid from Indonesia, Reza Fahli.
Now you say everybody can actually win this contest, but if you're this far down the grid, it needs some kind of a magic, certainly early on, but 14 laps is quite a lengthy race.
19 on the grid is Muhammad Faris Hafiz, followed by Iswandi Muiz, 20th on the grid, 21st on the grid, Azhar Abdul Jalil, and Randy Hughley.
Red lights are on. When they disappear, we are up and running. We are underway in the Underbone 130. It's a terrific start from Nur Isman Ismail. He got up into second place, but Ahmed Fazli Sham just holding off the challenge of Nur Isman Ismail as they come into the first right-hand corner. It is going to be Ahmed Fazli Sham who will lead into that first corner, but only just.
Only just because we see there, I think from behind, that's Fazli Sham and Fernando Kirtian, if I'm not mistaken, in front. Yeah. Oh, 2 riders down there.
It's
and it's from the, I think, Hafiz, if I'm mistaken, from the Felda PB Racing. One of them is Felda, Faris Hafiz.
The safety car was just making sure everybody was okay, but as you can see there, it's in the middle of the pack. Hafiz is one of those who is down. It's taken 3 riders taking crisis aversion, but that's at the tail of the lead, and here's at the top of the track.
Riders already out of the lap 1. We have 14 laps to go in this race. The 146 is Ahmad Fazli Sham, but we have number 61, that's Fernando Herdian, leading the race now.
Fernando Herdian got off to a flyer, as did Nur Isman Ismail, though. Nur Isman got off quickly, but it was then engulfed as they come into the final corner of lap number 1, and it's rather strung out. Some straight line spin means that leading will be Muhammad Roslin ahead of Fernando Herdian, Hoki Kristianto 3rd, Shaiful Isman 4th, Ahmed Fazli and his brother Ahmed Fazl 5th and 6th respectively.
Well, this is a battle between Honda, Kawasaki and Yamaha, and as you can see, Yamaha is doing quite well in front with Muhammad, but not for long. But what I want to say here is that Shaiful Isman is doing quite well. He was 3rd after lap 1, but soon I said that he was swallowed. Now currently I think 6th in the group, in the front group.
Muhammad had a terrific straight line speed there, which is interesting. So Muhammad on the Yamaha, as you say, posting the best lap, of course, of 1:26.896. Obviously, that'll get quicker as the race goes on. But Muhammad's now just been overtaken. Fernando Herdian in there, as is that Fazli Sham making a move once again? Sham. It is indeed.
That is number 57, Hoki Kristianto. It's also on Yamaha, so it's all Yamaha in front there. We have Muhammad, and then Fernando Herdian, Hoki Kristianto, and Ahmad Fazli Sham. Top 4 riders, and we have one huge group in the front group, and this is Underbone, of course, and they're going to be very, very close to each other.
Strung out as they come over the start-finish line for the second time. Muhammad retains the lead from Fernando Herdian. Hoki in 3rd. Ahmed Fazli is down to 5th place. Effendi there, but Muhammad Roslan has maintained his lead, and a different version as Ahmed Fazli Sham goes around the outside and comes into the lead from 5th to 1st in one straight.
That's where is Norisman. Norisman is down to 10 right now. Mohammed is still leading the race, and Fazli Sham is down to 5th. But all these riders, they are experienced riders. They know how to win the race in underbone category. It's not easy to win in a race like this, but it is now Mohammed. No, we have Fadli Sham now leading the race.
Fadli Sham leads. Peter Kreshner's made a move as well. He's up into 2nd place, the defending champion, just biding his time, keeping out of all the danger. So it is Ahmed Fazli Sham and Peter Kreshner in 2nd place. Fazli Sham leading, but Peter, he's just on the shoulder where he likes to be. He's taken for 3rd there, but he's in the mix alongside Philando Herdian as well.
What's important for the strategy for this race is to be in the front group. You want to be from the leader of the race, so you must be in the front pack and make sure that the leader is just ahead of you. That because we'll see how they sprint in the final final lap of the race.
Through lap 3, Fazli Sham leads from Fernando. Hockey Cristianto and Gupita barely a wheel's width between them. Mahaiman has dropped down to 5th. Shaiful Isman in 6th. A little bit further down, no, Isman Ismail is dropping further and further down. He's in 9th place now. And, well, we've got 3 riders who went out. They were Takahashi, Fariz Afiz and Rendi Ruzri. They were the 3 who went out on that first lap incident.
Last year, Norisman won the first race, and Fazli Sham won the second race in Sepang, and Fazli is leading the race. And right now, I think, it's still Fazli Sham with Fernando Herdian would not let him go very far. Right behind Fazli Sham, followed by Hockey Cristianto. This is the name that, as we know, the leader in the underbone category, Ahmad Fazli Sham, Fernando Herdian, Hockey Cristianto, Krishna.
Cristianto in the yellow livery, the bike number 57, as we're getting some terrific pictures of the competitiveness of the race. So, well, the 2 Indonesians, Hockey Cristianto and Gupita Krishna, just giving each other a little bit of space as they come through into the end of lap 4. It's a 14-lap race, so there's still plenty of time. At the moment, Fazli Sham leads the way, and as we come over the line, Fazli Sham from Hockey Cristianto, Gupita Krishna right in there, as is Mohammed. Mohammed's put in a terrific race so far, and any one of those front 5 are looking in really good nick.
This is a wide track, so they can choose their own racing line. So we can see that different riders have their different racing line in Sepang, and this is how they will use the strategy for their own. But it's good to see that Saiful Isman still in the front group. It's not easy for a debutant, for a young rider like him, to be racing among the more experienced riders. And he's still now currently 6th. So still in the front group, that's important for him. And also we expect to see the winner will be coming from this group. And here comes Effendi Rosli.
Indeed, Effendi Rosli just coming around the outside, the number 36. This is the FIM Asia Road Racing Championships. It's the first race of the day in the Underbone 130cc, and we are 10 laps still to go. We've already had plenty of overtaking, and look at that, there's barely, what's the gap? There's 0.7 of a second between 1 and 7. It is that intense.
Very, very close indeed. And watch out for Rozaiman side as well, number 25, because he likes to follow the group like this, and then coming into the final 2 laps, then he will make his move like what he did in Japan last year and the year before. So Rozaiman in this group as well, in the front group. So this is the group that we are looking at. The winner will be coming from this group, and right now they're still battling each other and then changing leader all the time in every corner, in every lap.
Nurisman Ismail's made a move. He's just seemed to have found his form. He's less than a second trail of adrift of the leaders. He's on bike number 19, currently in 8th place there. But there's the leaders. Effendi Rosli, bike 36, and Hockey Cristianto leading the way at the moment. And that's going to be, is that a...
It's a 146.
It is. Ahmed Fazli Sham has just made a terrific burst. Where did he pull that front line speed from?
Yes, there's a gap between Fazli Sham now and rider in second place, Hockey Cristianto. So there's a gap between and a battle between Saiful Isman and Hoki Kristianto. Saiful Isman trying to get past to be second right now. So Saiful Isman, a youngster, now currently second behind Ahmad Fazli Sham.
Shaiful Isman's done a really good work there, but I'm just looking at what Ahmed Fazli Sham has done on this particular lap, and he has opened up a huge lead. At the start of the lap, it was barely a second, half a second between the front five, and now the gap is 1.4 seconds in a single lap.
1.4 seconds now. Fazli Sham in front. This is what the other rider will not want it to be. Because the battle between them behind, that gives some advantage for Fazli Sham to run away, to create a gap between him and the group. So the battle between the second and the rest of the pack now giving advantage for Fazli Sham to go further with a 1.4 second gap.
His problem there is it can be very lonely, and a bit like cycling, it is the peloton can just work together and work with the slipstream and chase the leader, but that is one heck of a lead that Ahmed Fazli Sham has been able to pull out, and it far from being reeled in. It looks like he's increasing that lead. Behind him you've got Isman Ahmed and also Effendi Rosli, and Angi Permana Putera has joined that, the Phyto Factory team. He's in that little group of six as well.
Yeah, no, Isman also is making his move now, yes, because they have to reduce the gap with Fazli Sham as the leader right now to have a chance to win the race. If not, well, Fazli Sham have a huge advantage right now. We'll see the gap as they come to the next lap, because 1.4 seconds before this. Now the gap is 1.9 seconds.
1.9, my word, he's increased that by another half. 1.4 the last lap, another half a second this lap. What is going on, Hamid Tamizi?
Yeah, because the battle that they have in this group, that will give some advantage for Ahmad Fazli Sham, because he was racing alone in front, and so he can push himself. The battle that they have here, and that creating the gap between Fazli Sham and the rest of the group.
Hyman on the orange livery in third place behind Cristianto, Hockey Cristianto. I'm just looking for Gupita Krishna to see if he's in that group. He is in that group, but he's about 7th or 8th in that group, and still Ahmed Fazli Sham, who's here as a wild card, he is indeed going further and further away from that pack. We're halfway through the race. Has he gone too early?
Yeah, he could be like he gone too early, but as we know that the previous years that we have riders who created a gap like this and went on to win the race. If the gap is too far, it's going to be very difficult for the group behind to get near the front rider. As we can see that the gap is 1.9 seconds, and then the speed that they made is almost the same. So it's quite impossible for them to catch the front rider if the speed that they made is the same.
Through the start-finish line, the gap is up to 2.170 seconds. Far from being reeled in, Fazli Sham is increasing that lead. Hunkered down over the handlebars, he is in perfect position. Chooses his racing line. That's Gupita Krishna who's come through the pack, and Gupita, he's the defending champion. He won't want to see Fazli Sham go. And
we have one rider down there, and that is, I think, from the Haran Metro. There's Norisman, yes.
It is Norisman Ismail. Gosh, you're guaranteed entertainment. Norisman, he's looking hurt there, isn't he? He's looking,
yes.
Well, let's hope the medics can get there pretty quickly. At least he was moving. We'll get an update on Norisman Ismail as soon as we can. Landed badly on that right knee of his.
And it's a fact, Saiful Isman as well, who had a good race so far before this. He was in this group, in the front group, and now he's losing behind there, as we can see. And now it's up to the top 8-9 riders for the first race.
This is the battle for P2. Gupita Krishna is in the lead, and also in there, Hockey Cristianto. Norisman Ismail was in third place going over the start-finish line, but as we've just seen, he is now out of the race now. What's the gap here? Angi Permana is part of that chasing pack, but Ahmed Fazli Sham has a lead now of 2.615 seconds. This is a terrific performance from the Malaysian.
It's interesting to see we have Angi Permana Putra, also a new rider, and then he's in this group as well, number 158. But not for long, because Hockey Kristianto just regained his place in P2 with Gupita Krishna. They need to do something about Ahmad Fazli Sham now with 5 laps to go. If not, it will be too late for the rest of the group.
There is still an opportunity to reel him in, but as you say, Harmy, it's got to be now because he is increasing that lead. 2.6 seconds. I can't remember that in Underbone in the last several seasons I've been watching the racing. And his form is good. He's reading the track perfectly. The conditions are great. So he's got a huge lead, has Ahmed Fazli Sham.
His advantage for Ahmed Fazli Sham, as we know, he's the master of Sepang track in Malaysian Cup. He has winning here for a number of times before, so he knows the track very, very well. And with a 2.6 second in front, it's going to be very difficult for the rest of the group, Anggi Permana and the other 9 riders now to catch Ahmed Fazli Sham with 4 laps to go after this. With 2.6 seconds, well, it's almost impossible for them to catch Ahmed Fazli Sham.
Leading the chase behind him, you've got Hockey Cristianto, but it's very close in the race for second. The lead is 3.6 seconds. Hockey ahead of Mohamed. Ahmed Fazl in 4th. Rozaiman still holding on there in 5th. There's not much between 2nd and 6th, even Philando Herdian and Gupita Kreshna in that little group, as Gupita again on the straight makes a move, Gupita Kreshna.
Well, this is the battle, the real battle on the track, because I believe Fazli Sham is racing in front alone with 3.6 seconds now in front. So now the battle is for P2, is between Hockey, Mohamed Fazrul, Rozaiman Anggi, Fernando Hudian, Gupita Krishna, Effendi Rosdi, Ahmad Shulkan Aizat.
Lovely camera work from our guys out on the track as the Yamaha of Ahmed Fazli Sham disappears into the distance in the chasing pack. It's perm any one of that 7 or 8 racers as we have 4 laps to go. Still plenty of racing still ahead here at Sepang.
Yeah, I'm watching Rozaiman's side right now, because I talked to him before the race. He said that he likes the track, he likes his bike, and he believes he can do something in race 1. He's still in this group, and he has a good chance, because coming third with 3 laps to go is important to position themselves correctly to finish the race.
Requiring his own camera is the race leader, Ahmed Fazli Sham, because the lead is now 3.610 seconds from Hockey Cristianto. Philando Herdian from the Indonesia racing team is 3rd. Gupita Kreshna, he's still hanging in there in 4th, and again, when it's straight line speed, Gupita Kreshna is showing his value.
Well, this is where experience really counts. Oh, a moment there for one of the rider, and I think it's number 61, is Philando Herdian, but still in the group. So experience really counts here to position themselves in the corner, especially with 3 laps to go.
But it's enabled Hockey Cristianto just to take a little bit of a lead on that second group, and beginning just to reel in Ahmed Fazli Sham. But as you say, it's difficult there. It is indeed. That's a moment, a wonderful description, Harmy. A moment.
For Philando Herdian, he's still in that group. That's important for him. And this is Hockey Cristianto now taking the lead in the group, and he has quite a gap between him and the rest. So his advantage now for Hockey Cristianto to be second in the race.
Philando Herdian has actually recovered. He's just in 4th at the moment. Keeping an eye on Gupita Kreshna, he made a real habit of emerging late from the pack to take races. But as we come into the start-finish line with 3 laps to go, the lead as he goes past our commentary position for Ahmed Fazli Sham is up to 3.73 seconds from Hockey Cristianto. Anggi Permana is doing well. Philando in 4th, Gupita 5th, Ahmed Fazrul 6th, and that is still a tight little knot of 8 riders down to Rozaiman Saeed in 9th.
Yes, well, Ahmed Fazli Sham is not getting slower, isn't he? Is he getting faster with 3.7 seconds now in front of the group? So it's all right now is Fazli Sham to lose, and with Hockey Cristianto leading the second group, and it's pretty much between these all 8 riders, I think, battling for P2.
Well, there is the gap. That's good camera work. Hockey Cristianto having to hunker down, but Hockey has been caught. He had a little bit of a lead, and that is Mohamed Roslan, who's done really well to come up from 9th into 2nd. So Mohamed on his debut on the Petronas Yamaha Maju motor, him and Hockey Cristianto going wheel to wheel, and that's alongside them Philando Herdian as well. This is a terrific battle for second spot.
As we know, in Underbone, it is not over yet. We are watching the battle for P2, and even though is in front. Mohamed Roslan is in front, but don't be surprised to see in the end of the race who will be in second in the race and third.
Ahmed Fazli Sham has gone over the start-finish line. He's 4.13 seconds ahead. That is a terrific shot just to show the work that he's done. The race behind them, everybody looking for that correct racing line. Now they sweep over for the sharp right-hander. Gupita just knocked into second place, and my word, there are about 4 changes of position just in that one overtake.
Well, it's tempting to see how they take their racing line, especially in a long straight, to gain a speed for them to go into the first corner. And this is where the real battle going on right now for P2. And at the moment, I think in front there is Mohamed. Yes, it's Mohamed and Effendi Rosli who had the advantage.
There's the race leader. It will, on the last lap, it'll take something catastrophic for him to fail to take a maximum 25 points in race number 1 of 12 of the season. But the battle for 2 and the 20 points absolutely racking up as Mohamed still holds on to second place. Sharp left-hander, they'll sweep down into the right-hander. Hockey Cristianto putting pressure on.
Almost, whoa! I think that's Effendi Rosli. It's number 36. Going back to in front, we have Ahmad Fazli Sham winning his first race of the season.
First for Ahmed Fazli Sham. In the race behind him, it is so tight. It's Hockey Cristianto ahead of Mohamed Roslan, Philando Herdian and Razaiman. Anki will take 6th, Gupita Krishna defending champion 7th, Ahmed Fazrul 8th. And that was a scary moment.
Yes,
scary moment.
I'm not really sure what happened for Effendi Rosli. He was Effendi Rosli who were down with a few more corners to go, but no one can take away from Ahmad Fazli Sham, who had a fantastic race here this morning. Indeed. In race 1, 3.8 seconds in front of the group.
3.85, he slowed up going over the start-finish line. That's how much time he had. The Underbone 130 was a winner here in race 2 last year, winner in race 1, perfect racing conditions. I'm a little bit concerned about Effendi Rosli though, because that was a scary moment as his racing suit got caught in the in the chain, and it dragged him for a good 100 meters along the track. But there's the fans. It's a terrific start. We've got 8 live races. That's number 1 done for you. 8 live races coming back to back, and here's the Effendi moment.
Oh. Yes, I think his racing suit caught his bike. Whoa.
That is not a position you want to find yourself in at any time. We will get you a medical update on Effendi as soon as we possibly can. But let's get confirmation of Ahmed Fazli Sham taking that in a massive lead of 3.854 seconds. Great performance by Mohamed Roslan to get on to the podium. Philando Herdian in 4th. Shaiful Isman coming up in 10th, and there'll be points for all 10 of those races. Looking a little bit further down, and finishers will go down to 15, Satitaran Sukumaran on the Honda. But it's been a good day for Yamaha so far. And Effendi Rosli, we will give you an update on him, and Norizman as well. DNF for Faris and Rendi Yusri. Listen. Negaraku rings out over the PA system. And a very happy Ahmed Fazli Sham with Malaysia 1 and 3. Mohamed Roslan in 3rd place on the Yamaha. Sam Hogg, the managing director of Two Wheels Motor Racing, is handing out the prizes. But that is one very happy Ahmed Fazli Sham, isn't he?
Yeah, Mohamed, that's Mohamed Roslan is very happy. Very happy Mohamed Roslan to be on the podium. And this is the man, Ahmad Fazli Sham, who's clearly the winner of the first race. Well, in Underbone category, it's not easy to be on the podium. That's what makes Ahmad Mohamed Roslan very, very happy indeed.
Confirmation, Petronas Yamaha Maju Motor getting 1st and 3rd, so they get the team award obviously as well. Hockey Cristianto on the R7 KYT from the SS Racing Tech team. There will be another race. There's 2 races in every round. So there's another Underbone race coming on later on this afternoon. So that's not the the end of the day's activities. And again, the pole positions will be the same. I can confirm that the two crashes that we saw involving Effendi Rosley and Norizman Ismail, both riders are up and about and walking, so that's good news. Excitement for the track, but worrying moments, but they are good. It's a good morning for Ahmed Fazli Sham. As we look further down, Sasi Taran was the last person to actually pick up points, so a point for Sasi for the Honda. And as you can see, 15 riders in every race pick up points.